Welcome to Sunday Sundae, where the scoops are deep, the toppings real, and the stories straight from the heart. We're 6 lifelong friends showing up for each other every Sunday, and now for you, to talk about the messy, meaningful, and magical parts of midlife. Think aging parents, empty nest, lasting love, heartbreak, sex, and everything in between. These are not curated conversations. This is real talk, real friendship, and decades of showing up with laughter, tears, and truth. This is our space to process, connect, and keep it real. So grab your spoon and join us at the table. This is Sunday Sundae. Real friends, real talk, real life.
Hello. Happy Sunday Sunday. How's everybody doing? We are coming to you on our last Sunday of 2025. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? I cannot believe 2025 is wrapping up. I mean, they say that
wild.
it goes by faster
It's
and
gone
faster
by too quick.
as we get older. Way too quick. Somebody, I remember, Shannon, did you say something about a toilet paper roll?
A toilet paper roll.
But anyway, I
Yes,
can't believe.
as you get towards the end, it goes a lot faster. Yes.
Yes.
That's
So
funny.
it's I think today's December 28th, and we just wanted to kind of wrap up what this year has been like for us. We started this podcast. I don't remember when we started. July, August,
June or July, yeah.
June or July. I know we started talking about it in May and making plans to launch and putting out ideas and what it was going to look like, what we were going to say, was anybody going to watch? Here we are, 6 months later, and I think this is going to be episode 17 or 18. So I think we're doing pretty awesome. So anyway,
Going strong.
we're going to we're going strong. And we're going to talk about what 2025 was like and what's on the horizon for 2026. So who wants to jump in?
Ooh, not I, said the fly.
Not
Not
me, said the bee.
bee. Not me, said the bee.
I
Aaron.
agree. The time has zoomed by this year.
2026.
It's gone by really fast, and a lot has happened this year. And I think it's so cool that we, started doing our Sundays and it's evolved into this. And it's been a really awesome thing to be able to connect and just, put these episodes together. And, some of the feedback we've received from people has been really fun, and hearing, how their some of the episodes have influenced their perspective on things or, just things that they connected to. For me, it's been really great to be able to connect with y'all more often and in this way too. I've really enjoyed it.
Oh, I have to agree because we hop on a little early sometimes and we chit chat and we stay on afterwards and we talk. And so it's been nice to see each other's face and have conversation versus one-on-one conversations throughout the week and stuff. And it's been really fun.
I definitely
And-
look forward to it on Sundays. This is something I definitely look forward to. And it's nice to just connect with you girls and see your faces and find out how everything's going and support each other. There's been a lot going on this year. We've had a lot of highs and lows. Hi, Stanley Tucci, little kitty cat. And it's just nice. I was telling Shannon the other day about why we started this podcast was for friendship, to grow in our friendship and to kind of put our friendship out there and show like this is possible to have this connection. Like we don't all see eye to eye on everything all the time. But I was telling Shannon, I know that if I'm going through something, I have 5 other people I can call and they are going to listen to me and they're going to support me. Or if I'm in trouble, I need a ride to, I don't know, Walmart, whatever, the grocery store, that I can call somebody and be like, yo, my car broke down, help. And somebody will be like, I'll be there in 20 minutes or I'll be there in 8 hours or let me see if I can get on a flight, whatever it may be.
Take a couple days, but
Yeah, I know I got my girls coming. So it's just a nice reminder too, that we do show up for each other. Maybe on a Sunday morning, it may be on a Sunday night, but we show up. I love you girls.
Unless you're asleep.
Somebody might be sleeping right
Somebody
now.
might still be sleeping.
We give her grace, though. We know we get her schedule. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
I know I'm grateful for all of you ladies. This has been just a really beautiful time to spend with you guys. I've had a pretty rough year and I can't even imagine not having my crew. You guys make me so happy.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Minu.
Yay.
Good morning. My sincere
morning.
apologies for being late. And thank you, Shannon, for waking me up.
You're welcome.
So what are we talking about?
We're just
Well,
listening to Savvy talk about how her year has been. And go ahead, Savvy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
I was
were.
just saying how grateful I was for all of you ladies. I'm grateful that, we do have someone in our corner, and I'm blessed to have 5 beautiful women that are going through life with me. We're lifing together, and I am grateful that we get to share our life with other people that maybe don't have this kind of connection. It's always nice to be able to resonate with someone, and I hope that someone has resonated with the Savvy Tea because, I'm all about that life.
So, I mean, we were just,
Uh,
since this is our last episode of 2025, we're just sort of recapping the year, maybe individually, also as the podcast. I don't know if you have any thoughts that you wanted to share about that.
Lots of thoughts. In terms of podcast, it's a fantastic experience. It is, though I know each one of you individually and as a tribe, but to understand how you guys see life, what is a different perspective. It's a great learning for me to know you on a much deeper level like that, or, what have been challenges for you when it comes to childhood. How do you think? How do you process information? How do you process some sort of a pain? What makes you happy? So it's a fantastic journey. It's so much I have learned through this group, and this podcast has definitely made me a little better version of me in terms of how to use my voice more effectively. And in terms of the year, I'm very grateful. It was a great year. Lots of learning, lots of things that I will do again, and many things that I would not repeat. So, yes, I'm thankful. Each day, I'm thankful for being more wiser and a better version of me. That's all
mhm.
I can say.
Well said. Well said. I love it.
Well, as you guys know, there's been a lot of changes for me this year, and I'm still going through the changes. It's been a difficult year for me. Every day is still. Some days are good, some days are not so good. The last couple days have been kind of difficult for me. I got divorced in 2025, and the beginning of 2025, it's not what I had anticipated was going to happen. I had entered a marriage wholeheartedly wanting to be in a successful partnership, and that's not what has happened. And so dealing with heartbreak, and it's been very difficult, especially how it played out. It's different if people want to go their separate ways, but just the way it played out has just been really heartbreaking for me. So it's been a difficult year, and my plans for 2026 is healing. I want to buy at least 2 more properties in 2026. So I'm trying to move forward with financial goals. I want to walk the El Camino with my dad in 2026. He's also celebrating his 75th birthday. So and when I say we, you ladies have been invited to go to Mexico to celebrate his 75th birthday in April. But I want to go and walk the El Camino with my dad. And so for those of you guys who don't know what that is, that's the walk it's a spiritual walk in Europe. You can do that in Spain, Portugal, and you get a little passport and you get it checked along the way. And it could take several days, or just a couple days or several days, depending on the route that you choose. So look it up. His best friend has done it several times with his family. But yeah, I want to go do that. That's my goals for 2026.
That's on my bucket list. Well, that's something that I'm doing with my cousin. I think I shared with you guys earlier. Caroline and I have, lots of cousins, and there's one cousin that I'm particularly close with, and we've talked about that. So we're doing that in early October of 26. We're going to do the Portugal side, start in Portugal and walk up to Spain.
Nice.
So I'm so excited about that. I've actually been thinking about, my morning walks. As you guys know, I take a walk every morning. I got to start walking with like a weighted vest.
Oh,
But everybody who does it, says you got to go really light, like 2 pair of shorts, 2 t-shirts, because you got to carry your water. I mean, there's water stops along the way. Yeah, I'm super excited for that experience, just to walk in solitude and in silence. We talked about silent retreats a little bit a couple of weeks ago. I think that's going to be, could turn into something really, really spiritual, really meaningful, to just be quiet with your own thoughts and move on
mhm.
Yeah.
a path that so many have trodden in the past. And I love historical fiction. I don't know if any of you have read Ken Follett, The Pillars of the Earth, but there's in one of the books or one of the chapters, it's about the building of a cathedral. And in one of the chapters, one of the characters is making that walk. So to think about, all the people that have come before you on that walk, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
I do want to take the Portugal route. I want to take the coastal route. I definitely would like to do that. So
Yeah.
we're going to start talking about, I wasn't sure when was a good time to go. But I thought March would be good, but that's just so close to his birthday in April. And then I'm going on a cruise in September. But October sounds like a good time. Maybe I'll run into you on the path.
Maybe.
The path to enlightenment.
Yeah, I definitely want to avoid the heat.
Absolutely. Wow, that would be really nice. Carolina, are you going to go with her?
No, this is just something that her and cousin Ronnie are planning on doing. Yeah, I think that'll be good for them for sure.
On my bucket
So
list.
2026,
I
I feel like 2026 is going to be a big year of change in this household. I've got a daughter graduating in May of 2026. My oldest daughter will be finishing up her second year of college. My oldest son will be turning 21. That's going to be wild. And he's, making some decisions that I think are going to create a lot of change next year. I don't know that he'll be living in this home or in the state of Colorado. I really don't know what he'll decide to do. I don't know that much will change for me personally as far as like work and, the day-to-day ins and outs of the life of Carolina. But I just feel like there's going to be a lot of change. I'm going to have to really stay strong and prayerful and trust, as our kids get older and leave the nest, all we can do is trust. So makes me a little bit sad to think about it, but who knows? It's in God's hands.
Glad. I was thinking 2026, both my kids will be graduating as well, and one will be out of college, the other one would be going to college, and I will be an empty nester. And I have no idea how it is like. What will I do and how will I live? Paula will
Yeah.
have to give me some 101 on how to live on your own. Yeah, looking forward to the
Well,
changes.
Savvy and I can
Fun.
help you out with that.
Ooh.
Erin's going
children
through that right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, because she still has Lucas.
Yeah.
So
The three of us don't have any
Oh.
children in the home. And it's been for a couple of years now. My oldest is about to be 27, and my youngest is 25, which I'd like to share. 26 is going to be a change for me. I agree with you, Carolina, prayerfully. Have to stay prayed up. I'd like to share that my son is actually incarcerated, and that has been difficult. And I know that it's just going to continue to, be something that we have to pray about and something that we have to keep encouraged about around here. So once you become that advisor, as I always tell you guys, you become an advisor, no longer the authoritative figure in their life, and they make decisions. And, just have to be able to stand by them when they make decisions that you might not agree with or that you do agree with. So we've
It's a
got you
little
back
scary.
here, Carolina and Minu.
Thank you. And I still, my youngest son is still in the home. He's only 14. I always think about him, like how his life will change. The youngest watches everybody leave. I was the youngest for a long time until my little sister got adopted. And you watch everyone go. And it's hard. But luckily he's got, my husband and I, and we're still married and we're still united. And I think that
And P, does she know what she's doing yet or anything on her
No.
heart just yet?
No, not really. She
might
wants
be
to
with you.
travel. She wants to travel, and I'm all about it. I would love to send her on the around the world mission. There's a group of Christians that do mission trips around the world, and it's literally like 9 months, and they visit, I think, like 8 countries.
Wow.
Then you have to raise your own money and, do all the work. And so I would love to see her do something like that instead of being like, oh, I'm going to go to Spain and stay in hotels and eat food and like not do anything like that really has her fully submerged into the culture. I would rather her do something where she's like really in it, not just a tourist. So I would like to see her do something like that. But she's got a lot of ideas. My youngest daughter, she's really funny. I've always said that someday she's just going to surprise us and like be a stand-up comedian, or I don't know, just do something that's totally unexpected that nobody would ever envision for her. And she's just going to be like really good at it. That's her.
Well, we also need to talk about our businesses. What are we going to do? I know Paula has some ideas on what she wants to do. Minu has a jewelry business. Savvy, we've talked about some businesses. I'm looking into possibly doing some commercial real estate, and I need a team in order to do it. I need a team of at least 4 people to do it. And Erin, she's talked about coaching. Lena, you've talked about coaching. Where are we on our own personal growth? I mean, we've talked about our children, but where are we on our own personal growth?
I think it's time to put in those goals.
Yes.
We need to set some achievable short-term goals so that we can accomplish those dreams that you're speaking about.
So it's time for action, because like Scoopalicious says, we've all talked about things that we want to do, things that we want to accomplish, how we want our life to move forward. And it's okay to spend time dreaming and talking and contemplating and writing things down and having a plan. But there has to come a point where you actually have to take an actionable step. And that's where, the courage has to come in, because it's scary. It's scary to leave the comfort and the known behind, right? But that's how growth happens. That's how change happens. I mean, Scoopalicious, you say it all the time. Nothing changes if nothing changes. There's only so much growth that's going to happen with the thinking and the planning and the dreaming. So I think we absolutely have to hold each other accountable. Like, okay, you say this is on your heart. You say this is what you want. You say this is what you feel your life is calling you to. What are you going to do about it? Like, what is step number 1? Tell me and go do it. And we have to hold each other accountable. Like, even for myself, because, I don't want to say too much, but I've talked to you guys about what I want to do. And there's certain things that I've done, but it's been on my mind this week. And this was actually what I was going to share in my Sunday video, is I feel like, okay, I did these few things and I haven't gone past it.
And now what?
So again, I'm kind of back into that idea and dreaming and contemplating and the what if. So I need to hold myself accountable on, okay, you
Step
actually
1.
have to do something. So, Savvy, I'm going to pick on you because I mean, we've talked about it in previous videos about things about, you want to start a business where you can serve your community, offer services, connect people with what's available. Especially in this time, this political time that we're living in, people need those resources. People need to know where they can reach out for assistance. And you have all that knowledge and that compassionate heart, those open arms, that Savvy's open arms.
Wouldn't that be a beautiful name?
Yeah.
Don't anybody steal that.
We might have to clip that out of this video.
Yeah.
Copyrighted.
I love that. Savvy's open arms.
Very nice.
Pick on me. That's fine. I am grateful because that's what we were talking about in the accountability episode, is that we have to be accountable to one another. And yes, I do want to be a resourcer, someone that provides resources to the community, especially young women who need those resources. My thought process is that there can't be enough resources out there. There can't be enough people out there to provide resources. You can only get so many resources in one place. And I feel like you can come to me to get those resources. There are other avenues and we're just adding to the pot. That's how I feel.
The resources, like you say, are out there. But I think what people might struggle with is actually taking, again, that actionable step. It's one thing to hand a person a list of saying, here's a list of resources. Sometimes people need that extra hand to say, I don't know what to do with this list. So what I see you doing, Savvy, is being that advocate, like, okay, let's go. Here's this list. Let's call together. Let's go together. Let's actually utilize the list instead of just saying, here's a list and here's a number, because people get stuck. People get scared. People have fear, especially certain populations, they're scared. So that's what I see you doing too, because you're not just going to stop at here's the phone number. Like you're going to call and you're going to go and you're going to advocate and you're going to like not stop. You're not going to accept no for that person. So I can totally see you doing something so meaningful in that realm.
I'm definitely looking forward to 26 because I know that, like Carolina said, a change is going to come, and nothing changes if nothing changes. I know myself personally, I'm tired of being kind of stuck, like, where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I helping? That's one of the biggest things is like, what am I doing with my free time? What am I giving back right now? What am I, how am I making a difference? Because for me, it's not about making a paycheck or a business. It's about making a difference. At the end of the day, what does my name mean in this community? When people say my name, what does it mean when people come to me? I want to make a difference. So
I love that. And you can use me too when you come across people in like the Spanish speaking community. You can call me up, be like, yo,
You know what? And
can you
we've
come with
talked
me to
about
this
that.
appointment?
We've actually talked about that. We've talked about the resources that we have just within this group. The group that we have, like we have somebody who understands documentation, people, the medical field, HR, the languages that the people that speak within this group, it's just the real estate, the healthcare field. We have so many resources just within this group for all of us to be very successful.
yeah, plethora of resources.
Yes, we
Let's
do.
do it.
But, it's about showing up and so for example, I am supposed to meet with this gentleman Monday about commercial real estate, and I'm dragging my feet. Like I'm not sure if I want to get into commercial real estate. I'm supposed to watch this video before I meet with him, and I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to meet with him tomorrow. I've invited Savvy to do it. I don't know if she's finished watching the video, but it's a long video. It's like 2 hours, right? It's like to add 2 hours. There's a property I want to buy. It's an apartment complex. It's an abandoned apartment complex. And her and I had talked about making some of those apartments low income. Section 8, there's always a waiting list for Section 8 and low income. And it's the perfect location. And they already have their plumbing, utilities, everything's already set up. Her husband has the resources to do landscaping. And you know who else I thought about? Because you have to have a group of 4. Lena, your husband, is like the marketing king. Like I tell Savvy, I'm like, this man, we used to go out all the time. And I'm like, does he know that person? She's like, no, he doesn't know that person. Like when I picture about even the resources of extended beyond us, yeah, I just think there's so much that we can do within this group. And I do want to talk to you ladies offline about this, because this is just a new concept that just kind of came to me a couple of days ago that I haven't had the opportunity to speak to you guys about. But yeah,
I
lots of
love that.
opportunity out there.
I love that because it makes me think of the scripture of what do you have in your house?
Mm.
And we do have a
The
lot.
gifts.
Yes, like a lot to sustain our environment, to sustain our territory, our families, our children, our friends, and include other people to come into the midst. So I love that. I love that. All right, Paula, thanks for picking on me this morning.
Action. Minu,
Yes.
I know what you really want to do. You've talked about it
Okay.
for so long. So
Do you want to share?
do you want to share?
Paula will share.
Oh, she doesn't even want to say it. God bless Minu.
Minu wants to
So
be a flight
quiet.
attendant. Minu
I
was
do,
a flight
yes.
attendant for like a year, many
Yes.
years ago when she was a young woman, and she loved it.
Yes, absolutely loved it.
Girl, get out there and fly those skies.
The
Yeah,
time
get
your
on
kiddos
the
are moving
plane.
out.
Not on the
Yeah.
pole. That's scoopalicious.
We're done
Get
with
on the
that. I've done my
plane.
5th class. We're done.
Get on the plane, Minu.
Yes.
Oh,
So next year,
Yeah.
you said, oldest done on her way, making her way in
Yeah.
the world, youngest on his way to college, probably out of state,
Yes, for sure.
empty nest.
time to
Time.
travel.
We'll go
Time to fly.
That's
Time
right.
to
We'll do a
fly.
makeover. We'll get you a home makeover, and we'll
Done.
get you. and we will all reap the rewards of your travel benefits.
Love it.
Buddy passes all around.
Or you
Those
get
have
a buddy
changed
pass.
so
You get a buddy
much.
pass.
Okay, Oprah.
I know, right?
Seriously, you've talked ever since I've known you.
Yeah.
You've
Yes,
talked about
do it, you
that's
know.
that's one career I feel that keeps calling me. I enjoy talking to people and I love serving others. You guys are aware that I volunteer as a victims advocate with the sheriff's office. And I just enjoy being around people, and especially when they're from different culture, different, and, at a different place in life. And what better way to travel, explore the world and be in a safer group of people. And I would think about it. That's one thing I really want to do, even if I go back to that career, even for a year. But I really, really want to go back to being a flight attendant. So keeping
Do
my
you think
fingers crossed,
do you think you would do
even if
that?
it's part-time.
Do you think you would do that out of Colorado? Do you think you would go back to India? Or
No, I'll do it from Colorado.
is that where you did it years ago? Or was that
No,
in a
I
foreign
did it
country?
from India.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you start that process now?
I sure can. Doesn't take long, right? It's an easy process. So,
Fill
but
out the paperwork.
But then who's going to do the recording? Because I want to be a weekend on-call available for the time being.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
We'll make
I
it
think it'd be
happen.
amazing if you were able to do that again, because I know it's been on your heart for so
Absolutely.
long.
Yes,
Mhm.
I want to.
Okay.
I want to be up in the air.
I love that.
You want to be on a different kind of high. I get you.
Yep.
I love that.
All
And what about you,
right.
Erin?
Time to pick on Erin.
My turn, huh? Yeah. This year's been a year of soul searching and what's next in life for me. And I've definitely decided that coaching is a big part of my next step and what I'm working on right now. So I've done so much of it, in my career, and just want to refocus it in a different way, in a different area, and have my own thing going instead of working for someone else and dealing with, just the not so fun part of that side of things. That's what I've been working on and what my goal is for my next chapter in my career this year. I'm really excited about it, actually. I get a lot of energy from what I'm learning, and I think I'm hearing service as a part of a theme in everything that we're talking about with each other. And I'm really feeling that in my life right now, that I want to give back, the skills that I've learned over the years, and be able to use those to help other people in their lives and have fun with it too. So, yeah.
Can you talk about what kind of coaching you're referring to?
I don't want to go too deep right now.
Did you say we're not talking about soccer coaching?
Right. Are we talking
So
about
you said-
sports
we're not
coaching?
talking about no
Financial coaching?
being a no.
That's so
Yeah.
She will be
Yeah,
a
I don't want to
holistic coach.
go too deep into my specifics right now, if that's all right. But yeah, that's
it's
where
some
my
kind of
focus is
certified
right.
coaching, not
Yes, there's 2
volunteer coaching.
certifications. No, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
just showing up at a soccer field. And I just I feel like when life changes happening, I had a job change that happened earlier in the year, and yeah, I think that can be really kind of knock you back on your heels. And I've never experienced that before in my life, where I've or even had to really look for something before. It's really actually been a gift, though, to have the opportunity to really reset and really think about what I want to do. So so I'm grateful for that. I really am this year. It's been a little bit of a rocky road and ups and downs in that, and doing a lot of soul searching, and I really do appreciate all of you ladies continuing to push, okay, where are you at with this? What are you doing? And what are your next steps? Like you were talking about, Paula, because I think it is one thing to have big dreams, and, I can get kind of caught up in that and be thinking about all of these different things that I want to do, and really solidifying what are the next steps for each individual things and working on it. It's been super helpful. And I love you for it. So thank you. Pushing me for being my best self for my next chapter.
What are friends for, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. Next, being our best self in the next chapter
Yeah.
of
right.
this life.
Chapter 2026. What big birthdays? Do we have any big birthdays in 2026? Is anybody turning 50? No, are you guys, do you guys all
Yet.
27?
Only
Not
2028.
It'll be
50.
2027 for me.
I'm turning 40 Does that
Oh,
count?
gosh.
Turning
Gosh.
40.
I will always forever be 21.
Oh, savvy.
I never want to be. I think even though, see, I think 35 was my most enlightened year, even though I went through a divorce at my 35th year, but it was my most enlightened year. See, I got a divorce at 35. I joined the military at 35, and I met somebody very special at my 35th year. That was my most enlightened year. But I want to say that my 40s has been, I think this has just been the years that I just don't really care so much about people's opinion about me. I think I did when, earlier. I remember my bonus mom even told me, she's like, my 40s was great because I stopped caring so much about people thought about me. And I get it. I get it. It's not a snide little, I don't care what you think. You're more confident at this age. You're more like,
Seasoned.
I've gone through a lot. I've had a lot of experience at this time, and I no longer require your opinion. And even if you give it to me, why, thank you. But I'm going to do what I need to do in order to better myself. And while I thank you and when I ask for advice, I'm still going to be able to make the best decisions for myself. But I will say, in the last few months, I have really leaned on you guys when it's come to advice, because I have really just been in places like, should I say this? Should I do this? Especially Erin. She's been so patient with me. Well, what do you think? And yeah, I just think she's going to be hands down an amazing what her next ventures are going to be in. So
Thank you.
absolutely.
It's
I,
called the DGAF button. That's
I
in the
know.
40s.
Yes. Yeah.
what?
What's the
The
BGAF?
D.
Don't got it. Don't give a.
I always like the line of, someone's opinion of you is none of your business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it
Mhm.
took me a while to get there. It really
does.
did take me a while to get there. And I just don't anymore. I just don't.
I think we all do to a certain degree. It's also some of the things I've noticed with myself is that some of the things that I used to focus on that might have been a little bit more superficial just fall away, naturally as you progress in life, and, things that you thought were important, just kind of fall away, which allows you to just like not care about that stuff, and what other people are thinking. Yeah.
You guys ever see
Yeah.
that lady on Instagram? She's African American and she's usually like in a bathrobe, and she's got the
Got like
marker.
5.
Yes.
She's got like the highlighter behind her ear, and she whips out this notebook, and she's like, all the women in menopause and perimenopause, she's like, this is all the stuff we don't care about anymore. And she takes out her marker, and she's like, we
Yeah.
don't care if we have to say the same thing 10 times. Boom. It's
We don't
so
care if
funny.
we got 2 pair of glasses on our head. We
And
don't
so,
care.
she's hysterical. She's awesome. I love her. I've
That's
said a couple
fun.
things. She always asks for comments. Like, please put in the comments the things we don't care about anymore. And that's how she keeps her list going. It's
What'd you
awesome. She
say,
cracks
Oh,
Paula?
it's an
What'd you
ongoing
add?
thing. I love that.
I think I said, we don't care if it's not 5 o'clock. We're having a glass of wine.
Yes.
That's a good
Lena,
one.
what are your plans for 2026? I know you talked about the kids graduating, but what do you want to do?
I want to
Did
finish
I miss
painting
it?
my house because I started painting my house last year around this time. Work always gets really slow in the winter. And so I want to resurface my kitchen and I want to finish painting my house. We've been in our house 15 years. And when we moved in here, my youngest was still a baby. And so I didn't want to paint walls. I didn't want to do a whole lot because I kind of let my kids be kids. And I'm like, okay, there's going to be like marker on the walls, or probably going to get like a hole in the hallway or in the bathroom or whatever. Like things are going to get messed up, and I'm okay with it. And so now that they're all older, I'm like, okay, I want to like start doing stuff to my house and make it mine and make it more of like an adult home instead of like a daycare looking home, if that makes any sense. Because I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed like over the years when you come to my house, there was always, I didn't have like a toy room or like a playroom. It was like the entire house was, toys and Legos and, just things that were keeping the kids occupied and happy. And now over the years, I've started cleaning that up and making it more of an adult home, So I just want to continue working on that. But I really want to brighten my kitchen and finish painting, especially right here, like in my hallway, and put up some good family photos, like photos of Lucia's quinceañera, photos of Penelope's quinceañera, photos of graduation, like milestones. Because, pretty soon they're going to be gone. And I know I'm still going to have good relationship with my kids. Praise God. I have good relationships with my children. And I know that once they leave, they're still going to come home and call home. But it will be nice to have those photos up before they leave, you know? So yeah, that's what I want to accomplish is some good home care. I really want to get the whiteboard out of my hallway. I have this huge whiteboard. It's like 6 feet long by 4 feet tall. And I always put the weekly calendar on there and that's where the kids put their invitations for birthday parties or whatever's going on that month that is like important. We used to use the refrigerator, but there's 4 kids and the refrigerator does not have enough room. So I have this huge whiteboard right here in the hallway and everybody looks at it every week and I fill it in every week with everyone's schedules and that needs to go away. That is no longer necessary. So that's going to free up a lot of wall space.
Well, let me know. I like to paint.
I
We
know. You
love
were here
that
last
kind of
year.
stuff.
Yeah.
You were here last year when you helped me a little bit, remember?
Well, that would be
Downstairs.
fun.
I'll drive up.
To
Yeah,
have a
big painting party. I just have a hard time with colors because it's like, I'm going to look at this all the time.
I love colors.
Me
I
too.
love color too, but I'm like, how do you decide?
Oh,
what
you just go
colors?
for it. You just go
Yeah.
for it.
Because you can always paint over it
You can always paint over it. You just
again
go
and
for
again and again.
Just have a glass of wine and whatever color calls for you, go for it. Don't like it,
Yeah.
change it.
What I've done with the colors that I have so far, it's the like not knockoff. So you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and they have a stand of paints that people have brought back, and it's usually from like
Yeah.
projects
Oops
or like
paint. Oops paint.
yeah. What do they call it? Like they do call it something simple.
It's oops
Yeah.
paint. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where I've gotten my colors because you get it for like $12 instead of like $50. And it's like a brand new bucket of paint that's just never been used. It just was the wrong color. Whoever bought it, they had to return it for whatever reason. And because it's gone into somebody's house and left the store and bring it back, then it's like a quarter of the cost that it originally was. So that's usually how I've picked my colors. But sometimes they're really ugly. They're like yellow or like mustard
yeah.
or I don't know. I mean, those colors aren't bad. I just don't know if that's what I want to look at in my dining room all the time.
Yeah, no, not mustard.
Yeah. So that is my 2026 goal. Thank you for asking.
Well, and we have to talk about our 2026, at least a couple girls' trips
Yes.
for the squad, for the pod, for the nest, whatever we're
I want
calling
to go
ourselves
somewhere
now.
northeast, guys. I want to go somewhere beachy and like lush and where you can just like breathe differently, where the air.
Like
I
Myrtle
want to
Beach.
go
I was going to say
yeah.
that, the Carolinas.
The Carolinas.
North
That's exactly what I was
Carolina, South
thinking about.
Carolina. Yeah. I'm down for
I
that.
mean, we just went to Virginia Beach last month and you really like breathe differently, guys, like close to, and the Shannon, you're in, closer to the coast and you've taken some trips even over to Florida. And I know that I'm sure you can relate on how the air is just different. It's just cleaner because of the ocean. I mean, I know our oceans aren't totally clean, but still from being landlocked to where we are and going out, like that's what I want to do. I want to go out to whatever coast. I'd rather go to the East Coast. I'm not a huge fan of the West Coast for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, the West Coast oceans are too choppy. Atlantic Ocean, I think, is.
I love the
Well,
West
nicer.
Coast, but no
You love
Florida.
the West
in
Coast?
su-
Yeah,
yeah, I do, but no Florida in the summer though. Like if we go to Florida, it has to be at the right time of the year.
Because there's one outstanding trip from COVID time that
Yeah.
Paula needs to make sure that is checked first.
What
Yeah.
what trip
Boy.
is this? To India?
We were supposed to go to Bali.
Bali.
We were all set to go to Bali in
yeah.
2020. We had to cancel our trip.
Yeah.
Tig wants us to
We had
go
our
to
flights,
India too.
everything.
Thanks.
Because
When do you guys turn 50? I know Carolina is in 28. Erin, are you 27?
27. I'm the
Scoopalicious.
next one.
Savvy, when?
I still got 4 years.
About 4 years. Okay.
I'm
Scoopa?
in 28.
Scuba, you're the youngest in the group. No, Savvy's the youngest in the group.
Minu
Savvy.
is. Minu.
I didn't know that.
Minu, when
No,
are
Minu
you?
Minu is.
Yeah.
She's in July. I'm in
Fantastic.
May.
Yeah.
Of
June.
20
Yes, June. Yes.
June of 28. Carolina's January 28. Erin's
No,
next
they're
year.
29.
Wait,
They're
Minu
younger
and
than me.
Savvy are 29, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 2029.
Oh,
I'm
Minu
29.
and Minu and I can do a big bash to end
Let's do it.
our tribe's
Yes.
Milestone, yeah.
Well, so Lena's got the beginning of the year. She's got January and I've got August. So I got 8
Yeah.
months later. So we got a nice little, we're going to have 2 big celebrations that year.
Big span.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're doing India at some point. I mean, we've been talking about
Let's
it
do India
forever.
for hers and I'll just stay stateside. I'll make mine simple. We'll just have a barbecue.
Awesome. Well, there's a lot to look forward to in 2026. There's a lot to be thankful for in 2025. You know, we've had our challenges, we've had our successes. We've seen kids grow and take the next step in their journeys, and that's always exciting to happen, to watch happen, excuse me. We've started our podcast. We're growing. There's gratitude in reflecting. That's my favorite thing about the end of the year is not so much, the goal setting for the coming year, but to take a moment out to reflect on
And look back.
all the things, exactly. Look back and reflect on all the things that we have to be grateful for, our health, our wealth, our friendship, our peace, our serenity, our moments of joy, our moments of hardship, because we grow from those as well. So I hope that everybody takes a few minutes out to reflect back and express gratitude on the year that is outgoing. And of course, always continue to look forward to 2026 and the coming years. And in this group, in this nest, in this tribe, we're here, as we said from the very beginning, to scoop each other up every single day. And we hope that we're doing that for you. If you are, checking in with us and listening to us, we hope that whatever we're talking about, that you find something to scoop up your own spirit. So thank you so much for listening. And we will see you in 2026.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Sunday.